break it out later.
Halo, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, teman-teman semuanya. Kembali lagi dengan dua mata kaki.
Alright guys, just give everybody a little update where I'm at. You can see I got all that out there dredged out. I do need to dress up the bank with the 210. I can do that a lot easier and safer than with this big bad boy. But yeah, it's going really good. This thing, I mean, I'm moving the material very fast, and you know, it's just from here, bailing it up to there. I was able to sit in that one spot. Did have a little blowout on my first silt fence. Not, second one's still holding, and so it should be all right. That's why we got two. But this corner right here, I'm putting in sand. I stacked this sand up yesterday. This pile right here, I dug that way down just to let this kind of dry, and I could put it up here in this corner. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then all that on that side where I haven't been able to reach, I'll put up there in that corner. But I do want to get this side dressed and kind of cleaned up. I need to put a safety fence up, all that kind of stuff. Get this side pretty much buttoned up before I get too carried away over there. I want to get this side done, make sure everything's secure, stuff like that, as far as a lot of traffic, you know, foot traffic, neighbors, people from the church and stuff like that coming in here. I don't want a little kid trying to climb in this mud and end up getting stuck or anything like that. But so we're gonna do what we can as far as being safe and taking any precaution we can. So we're gonna put some safety fence up, caution tape, all that kind of junk. So but yeah, I'm gonna keep bailing up this sand right here and get it moving up here. I'm on a little uneven ground, but honestly, I mean, this thing, I thought it was going to be like, you know, borderline almost tipping over every time I took a scoop, but it's really not bad, and I feel pretty safe on it. Fingers crossed. But I'm just kind of putting it up here around these trees for right now. But it's, you can see how this pile, I had it stacked up, so it'll stack up there as long as I don't mix any mud in with it. But yeah, this is guys, I really enjoy doing this pond stuff and dozer and pond, land clearing excavators. I'm getting the old mulcher is taking a back seat, that's for sure. I like this kind of work, and I think I'm going to keep doing it there for a while. I mean, we'll still mulch, but I'm not completely getting out of the mulching business, that's for sure. But I like this kind of work, that's for sure. It's fun. It's definitely not as hard. Not near as much maintenance as that mulcher, keeping it clean and everything. Yeah. Tell you what, I like this excavator. Not a bad machine. It's very smooth for how long it is and everything. And that whole geometry of all that. Boom, 65 feet of it. Yeah, she does good. Lots of power. Woo. That was cool. Woo. I'm getting in some mud there, a little bit of wet dirt. Put it right up here. The bad thing is I can't see that road, so I don't know how much I'm spilling over. I spilled over actually onto it up there, and it's not horrible, but
it out later.
Right. All right, guys, I just finished putting up my safety fence on the uphill side of pile of mud. That is all I'm going to be taking out on this side. Ran a little piece of caution tape around it. You just never know with a open campus like what we have. But this stuff, it kind of looks like concrete when you dump it out, honestly. But I got a lot of material sitting here. I don't know how many loads it is, but camera doesn't do it justice as far as how much is here. But the I like that case, but that fan is so stinking loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That thing is loud, man. But I pretty much got all this side. I cannot believe how fast this water level is coming up on this pond. It is crazy. And it's just that little creek coming into this thing. But I got the slope looking pretty good. I smeared it off with a 210, but it's looking a little cloudy. They're calling for some rain, so I might get lucky and we might not get it. But I'm gonna take the skid steer real quick and dress this up, just run it over, and just back blade everything off, smooth it out. And then probably what I'll do is I'll just throw some seed and straw over it until I get all that out of here, because I'll be back down in here. It'll probably be almost a month before I come back and get all that. Several weeks, I know that. Just with the workload that I have, I'm going clear across town after this. So let's see if we can't get this slope kind of taken care of, dressed up a little bit. And tomorrow is the plan to keep dredging all that side and do like I did over here, is build up a dirt berm and all that kind of stuff, so I don't end up with this. This is the worst I got, and that's why we put 2 silt fences in, so not too bad. I can live with that. So let's see if we can't get that 620 over here and clean this up real quick. like I said, this is just a touch up for right now. When I come back to get this pile out of here, we'll do a finished grade on it, but this is just to knock it down and make it look good for now. But I got that looking pretty good. I need to hit this right here and hopefully get out of here. That's my plan.